Oh Lord, we back. We're back with DDG saying more stupid shit about cameraman. Very delusional, and at this point, I'm convinced. Like from everything I've seen, bro, you was robbing these people, gang, and we just gonna watch it and talk about it. But like, this is it's getting to a point where it's insane. For some reason, he keeps saying, the cameraman not supposed to make as much as the Twitch streamer." Nobody said that. What the hell?
Probably the hardest job in content creation is not being an editor. It's not being a thumbnail person. Hell, it's probably not even being the person that is on camera as the talent. It's the person holding the camera.
My experience being a camera operators are like at the bottom. They treat us like at the bottom. Everything is our fault. I hear from a lot of other camera operators that I was talking to. They also cramped up. Body was giving out due to dehydration.
That was DDG's last cameraman, and his complaints about being a camera person in the industry sparked major
Like y'all want to, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's starting to sound like y'all niggas want a slave, though. Like, nah, I'm not even trying to be funny. Y'all want a slave, bro. Y'all want a nigga that's gonna do what you tell him to do, when you tell him to do, get up out here, sleep, have no life other than you. You want a slave, bro. You want like a, you feel me? Like that, like you want a slave, man. You calling him at 3 o'clock in the morning, waking up out your sleep, and you really expect him to get up out here, sleep, and come. Like, you was insane, gang. You niggas is insane, bro. That's just unreasonable, disingenuous, and extremely egregious. If you don't know what these words mean, man, look them up, man. Do your homework on collegewords.com. No.
About conditions, about treatment, and most importantly, about pay.
Niggas will indirectly try to diss working for me. Like, that shit be blowing me, bro. Like, you don't know how much cameraman's paid. Tell them how much you was paid at this point, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck. Let me put this in your brain. No cameraman will ever make as much money as the nigga they're filming.
But
I don't know why he keep, that was like the stupidest line. The more I hear it, the more I get pissed off. That is the stupidest line I've ever heard in my life. That's like somebody at McDonald's getting paid 50 cents an hour, and the McDonald's owner comes down and say, "Well, you're never going to make as much as the owner." I didn't ask for that, bro, but can I get paid a livable wage?
Third cameraman in just 2 years, DDG finds himself back on the chase, and his new streaming endeavor of finding a new cameraman has sparked a plethora of conversations. Now, we know that cameramen used to just be behind scenes, but now in 2026, they are being a part of the stream. They are speaking, they are appearing in clips, they are doing all of these different things. That's why DDG losing another cameraman is now public drama instead of another employee losing their job. And now the timeline is questioning why DDG keeps having these same problems. Why does he keep running through these cameramen? Is there an ethical dilemma that's going on? But before we answer those questions, we've got to break down what happened to his previous cameraman and why he can't keep one. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's gonna go a long way for the channel. Don't make me turn my back on you like DDG has had to do with other cameramen. Now, back into the video. Streaming University has to be one of the most stressful events in the world of streaming and content creation. Not just because there's so many high caliber streamers and content creators packed into one place and space, and you as a content creator and streamer want to make sure that you're doing a great job, but because there's somebody that's being a cameraman following these streamers and content creators, and they are being put through the ringer.
Look at this, bro.
Like, and I feel like, for example, like this is what I really feel like, though. Like, if you gonna pay your cameraman whatever you pay, I have a disagreement with that, but whatever. But Streamer University, knowing how stressful and how much work is involved in that, you need to be paying them a premium for that. Knowing damn well you got content 24/7. You don't know what's going to happen. His man is work. He sleep when you sleep. He eat when you eat. Damn near not even really. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, bro, it's like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Y'all damn near want a slave, gang. If you making this much money, why don't you have a team of people? Because nobody at a security job, the police don't have one person working the whole day. They have shifts. They got this person worked first shift, second shift, third shift, nigga. Graveyard shift. You feel me? Why y'all making so much money to not have this shit in order? You should have one person that's working. Let's say you want him to work from 7 a.m. to 2 or 3 p.m. Okay, he gets off. Then the next person works from 3 p.m. until 9 p.m. And let's say you don't go to sleep until 1 o'clock in the morning. The next person works from 8 or 9 p.m. until 1 a.m. You're supposed to have shifts if you want to stream all damn day. You want one person to, y'all want a slave, bro. That's really, like, y'all want slaves. You want nobody slaves with no kids, no life, and just they whole life is just to follow you. Like, have you ever needed your paycheck to just come a little early? Like, yeah, you get paid on Friday, but it's Tuesday and you need the money now. There's a banking app called Current, and they got a whole bunch of super useful features on this app. And one of the best features is it lets you access up to $750 of your paycheck early if you qualify. With Current, you get a full list of features like paycheck advance, fee-free overdraft, the build card, and more. Now, Paycheck Advance is my favorite, but if you focused on building credit or if you just want a smoother way to manage your money, it handles everything in one app. And I know how I feel for your paycheck to be coming Friday, but you need your money Monday and it's an emergency and you need that money now and you can't get that money now because you gotta wait, but you can't wait. And that's why I partner with them. And right now they're giving $75 to anybody who signs up for the Current app using the link that's in my description or scanning the QR code that's on the screen. If you scan the QR code, it'll take you straight to the sign up page where you can create your account. Just go through the normal sign up steps, enter your information, and order your Current card. After you complete those steps, you'll see the option that pops up to enter my promo code. And that promo code is going to access your $75 when you switch your direct deposit. Make sure you go through the full sign up process so you do not miss out on the $75. If you ever feel like managing money is stressful or even just tight sometimes, it's definitely worth just checking out because that's literally what it's designed for. Helping people just like you stay more on top of your finances.
Okay, there's 10 pictures. That's Rocket, that's Santos, that's Drew, that's Max, cameraman, Luca.
Holding this cameraman like this the whole time. Like, how am I supposed to? That's not even realistic, bro.
That's kind of brutal right there. That's insane to me. Now, the pictures and videos may mean one thing, but DDG's cameraman, or should I say ex-cameraman, really broke open the issues that plague cameraman and people that work for content creators during his time at Streamer University helping DDG out.
If you're gonna be a full-time camera operator for a talent, especially of that caliber, be prepared to treat it like the mafia.
So I think what he was trying to say when he said treat it like the mafia, if y'all don't know, I learned that the mafia, basically, you had to get your finger pricked and you had to abide that nothing comes before the mafia. If the mafia calls you at 4 o'clock in the morning and you in the bed having sex with your wife and your children, you have to come because you have to put the mafia before anything. That's what he was trying to say. And it's like, that's how y'all treat it. That's how y'all want the cameraman to treat it. That no matter what's going on, your girl in the hospital, your baby being fucking born, your mama sick, you know what I'm saying, your leg broke, your head hurt, no matter what. If I call you at 3:30 in the morning, nigga, get your ass up. I call you at 1 o'clock in the morning, I need you here for by 2 o'clock, get your ass up. And the man said, the nigga said, you gotta have a car, you gotta live close to him, you gotta live in LA, you can't catch an Uber. Like, all these stipulate. If I call you at 3, this is coming out of DDG's mouth, bro. These people are just insane. Some of these people are crazy, and the scary part about it is they think what they saying is normal. DDG don't think he said nothing crazy.
Everything comes before the talent. Your family, your mental, physical health, errands, what you have to do at the house. You'll get a phone call at 1:30 that they need you at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, and you are obligated to, fulfill that. I suggest you have a strong program that goes well with physical, having a strong relationship with God or whoever you believe with spiritually.
Y'all don't realize that y'all hold the power. You the cameraman, bro. He called you at 1 o'clock and you need him by 3. Okay, well, I need a 6 hour, 8 hour, 10 hour notice, bro. I'm not coming. Okay, you fired. Okay, motherfucker, you ain't paying me that much no way. I can go work at Target and make what you make. Click. Y'all need to take more control of y'all life, gang. Stop thinking that it's cool because you around DDG and you around Kaisenat. You're around that shit. Don't matter. What the fuck you think Kaisenat gonna see you somewhere and be like, hey, what's up, man? You was DDG cameraman. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, come to the club and party with me, man. Yeah, get you some hoes, man. They ain't gonna do that. Take control of your shit. He can't stream without a cameraman. Put the pressure on him. Make him have to scramble and find somebody else to be their cameraman. And if somebody want to do it for that little ass pay, let him do it. But you got control over it because yeah, he's the talent, but nigga, you the talent. He can't do his job without you.
Take a toll on you, especially when you're in the middle of the limelight. Unintentionally, the haters and the trolls and the harassment can really get to your head. Seriously.
Now, I'm trying to keep it as fair as possible when I talk about this subject because, it can get a little tricky. DDG's ex-cameraman, described the job as physically demanding. He had to carry heavy equipment. He had to work in these high conditions and these long hours.
It's hot as hell outside.
Streaming University sucked. It was 92, 94 degree weather. I was carrying 50 pounds of weight. Towards the 10-hour mark, I was dehydrated as fuck. my body start giving up on me.
That's
and
insane.
he even alluded to the fact that what he was getting paid was not worth what the job was being asked to do. Now, while I do agree and disagree with some of the things that he was ultimately saying, I wanted to hear DDG's response to this whole situation, because I think that, hey, maybe if we had the creator's POV, it might make the whole situation,
made it worse.
you know, a null and void conversation.
This is what I tell every nigga that work for me. If you're tired, I'm 20 times more tired. I can't leave the camera. You hold it. You can zone out. As long as you get the angles, I don't give a fuck.
How the fuck? That don't even make sense. How you gonna zone out and get angles? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You talking about something, you can't lead a camera. Yeah, but what you're not understanding is when you want to stop streaming, you hit end stream. You're the boss. He has to do whatever you want to do. If you too tired to keep doing it, you can stop at any moment. You make $300,000 a month. Don't act like you a steel worker. Don't act like you have to build these apartment buildings and nothing, bro. You could turn the stream off, take your ass at home, and talk shit and smoke a blunt and make money. What are you like? What we talking about, gang? It's not the same thing. How, you talking about he can zone out and get? How the fuck am I supposed to zone out and follow you on camera? The difference is, no, I have to focus, because as soon as I zone out and you walk over there and I'm like, oh shit, he walked over there, you're gonna be like, bro, what the hell? You're gonna be mad at me. I messed up the clip now. Now I'm fired. You can zone out. You can sit here and be on your phone, chill, talk, eat, smoke, drink, talk to a hoe or two. You know what I'm saying? You can zone out. He can't. He's working 24/7. What the fuck? Like, and you convincing yourself. This is what happens when everybody around you is just a yes man. You convincing yourself that this shit makes sense. It don't make sense, bro. I'm sorry, gang. I ain't even trying to be like, you know what I'm saying? Every time I see another video about this, it just don't make no sense, gang. It's worse and worse.
Texting on your phone or not, I don't give a what you doing. As long as you getting the angles, you could be fucking your girl, nigga. As long as you get the angles, nigga, it's cool. I'm not tripping. I don't give a what you do. It's an easy job.
Let's break this down. For what it's worth,
that was a stupid ass statement. It's not an easy job. So if his job is easy, that means your job is easy then, right?
I think that there are certain jobs that come with an understanding of the grueling and rigorousnicity of the task that's being asked. If you're somebody who is a day laborer who is building buildings or planting fences, sure, you can complain about how hot it is, but ultimately, at the end of the day, we understand what's going on here. So when we see a streamer doing, I don't know, a 24-hour marathon or a 72-hour hike through the Amazon rainforest, in my mind, it just automatically kind of clicks and registers that it's probably going to be hot. This is probably going to be a tough task to take on, and that, you know, you're probably not going to get a lot of sleep or all these other things because the streamer is also not getting these things. I'm also not thinking
but who gives a fuck? Nobody cares, bro. If I'm not getting sleep, I need to be compensated for that, bro. It's not even legal. Y'all niggas need to go to sue these niggas, bro. It's not even legal to work a nigga that much, gang. You know, it's laws and principles and rules that's in place to protect employees. And if you get paid, if you add your weeks up, add how much hours you work this week, and then add up how much you made. In a lot of these cameraman cases, it's not even minimum fucking wage when you talk about the hours that are worked. You see what I'm saying? It's not even minimum wage. If I work 80 hours, but I made $1,000 or $2,000 this week, bro, you said that the most this nigga, it sounded like you was paying was $5,000 a month. That's what, $1,250 a week? But if you work 70, let's do simple math. Let's say a nigga works 70 weeks. Let's say he worked 10 hours a day. That includes traveling. That includes holding the camera. That includes setting up production, all that. Let's say he worked 70 hours, okay, a week. So that's 10 hours a day about on average. 10 hours a day, 70 hours, $1,250 divided by 70 hours is $17.85. An hour for a cameraman. That don't even exist nowhere else, gang. I told y'all in the video I did yesterday, nigga, I paid my cameraman at my wedding. I had a courthouse wedding with my wife. I paid the cameraman $500-600, bro, for 2-3 hours. And he taking pictures. Nigga, he ain't even record. He taking pictures. A normal wedding, if you get a videographer at a normal wedding, you're going to pay $2,000 on the low end for one cameraman to come. But you gonna pay this nigga $4,000 a month to come on, gang.
Camera is going to be the size of an iPhone. We've now, through plethora of videos, seen how big these streamers' setups are.
That's
insane, Ben Don talks about and brags about how he's always carrying around an FX6. Nothing in my mind makes me think that that is a small camera.
Hell
and the pay
no.
conversation is super duper iffy. I can't really explain how somebody should be getting paid for this type of work. I would love for everybody to get a livable wage, but I also don't think that a streamer can delve out tens and 20s of thousands of dollars for a cameraman. Now, there is one thing that DDG said, and I might have to find it. It may or may not make it.
If you can't delve out $10,000 to $20,000 a month for a cameraman, but you want this cameraman to follow you every day and wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and come to you and be your damn slave, then you can't afford a cameraman, nigga. It's just that simple. It's that simple. If you can't pay the insurance on the Lamborghini, you can't afford the fucking Lamborghini. But you can't go buy the Lamborghini and then complain about how expensive the insurance is, nigga. You bought the Lamborghini. What the fuck? But you complaining about how much the maintenance was, how much the maintenance is, how much a new tire is on the fucking Bugatti. But you want the Bugatti though. But you want to pay how much you want to pay for it. That ain't how life work, bro.
This video about how you get paid in exposure in the time that you have with a content creator or streamer. Yeah, to me, that's 1,000% BS. I can't pay my bills in exposure.
Exactly.
And I damn sure can't pay my rent in the times that I had with a streamer or content.
I can't pay no rent and take care of my motherfucking kids because I met Cox and that nigga. Or because I'm traveling the world and meeting new people. I can't pay my bills off that. Just stupid.
Creator. And for what it's worth, 9 times out of 10, that doesn't really lead to anything tangible. Right. Somebody would probably say you could roll that into some sort of career as an entertainer, but ultimately you spend most of your time working for said content creator. And content creators do have some sort of stipulations in their working agreement that says that you probably can't create content, but I digress. And so they had a disagreement. The guy stopped working for DDG and DDG immediately began searching for a replacement. But instead of just, you know, submitting some sort of job opening request on Indeed or LinkedIn or asking his friend, he decided that he was going to start a contest. He did a 24-hour boot camp.
He's slaving their ass on that contest too. He making all this money doing the stream. You think he paying them? Niggas outside in the desert, man. Getting their ass slaved for what? For your content? Because you had a viral moment about the cameraman, so you want to use these people to slave these niggas and sell false hope and act like they got a chance to be your cameraman. What the fuck are you doing in the desert that they can't do in some AC?
In order to find a new...
Why you can't just have a normal fucking, like, you know what I'm saying? These people ain't getting paid. Boy, you sitting here making thousands every hour streaming this bullshit. They ain't getting paid for this. Nigga got on Vans and shit, Skechers and Payless shoes and shit, nigga. Come on, bro.
Cameraman.
Got these niggas in all black with black ski mask on in 95-degree weather in California.
Which would ultimately be his like 4th in 2 years. The tryouts are entertaining, but they also quickly show how DDG has returned to the same position that he's been in for the past damn near 3 years at this point. He's once again searching for somebody who can film him, travel with him, and become a part of the content as a whole.
Searching for a slave,
if DDG is going to find another cameraman, it's truly an opportunity of a lifetime. The question is whether he can build a working relationship that's going to last. Now, before DDG finds him a new cameraman, we need to look at the previous ones, because while there have been some other content creators who have had issues with their employee, DDG continuously has these fallouts. And the latest one makes more sense when you understand what happened to his previous cameramen, Ed and Johnny.
The narrative of DDG not paying his people is absolutely incorrect. I've been using the same people for a long time. My cameraman, I just started streaming in 2025, guys. How many cameramen do y'all think I had? It's only been Johnny and Ed. And everybody assumed, oh, DDG can't keep a cameraman. Nigga, it's only been 2025, bro. I haven't been in the game that long to even know where to go and find folks. You feel me?
Yeah, you've only been working with 2 people, but they've been kind of in and out and in and out. Just like a toxic relationship, DDG and his former 2 cameramen have been on and off again for probably like the past 2 years. Now, the reasons vary slightly, but there is some sort of pattern here, and it does open up to be a bigger conversation. His first cameraman, Ed, did about 2 stints of 6 months before leaving DDG for these reasons.
The pay isn't right for me as
It's not a narrative, bro. This is what they're telling. This is what they're saying. It gets to a point where everybody can't be lying. They're saying the pay is not enough. It's just that simple. You're not paying these niggas for real, bro. And you know damn well you're not. You just being cheap. But you talk about how rich you is, so you buy your cameraman steak 48, but you being cheap when the nigga asks for more money. The nigga can't pay his rent and take care of his family and his kids and put his mama in a nice house because you bought him a fucking steak from Steak 48. He can't pay his rent with a lobster. I think these cameramen would rather have money in my pocket, bro. How would you like it if Twitch and YouTube paid you in fucking Steak 48 meals? Yeah, nigga, I ain't gonna give you no money because, yeah, you got a platform and you famous as hell now, and you wouldn't have a platform without Twitch. But here, I'll feed you. I'll fly you out. I'll give you a hotel, but you ain't gonna get no money. And that shit sound cool for a little minute until you like, whoa, I need to pay rent. Right?
You guys know, with the cameraman job, because I needed to make more money, all I did was wake up earlier, wake up later, make some content, make some clothes, and make some money. In all honesty, when it comes to the pay that is received strictly off filming, it wasn't enough for the financial needs that I had. Now you guys can get...
It wasn't enough for the financial needs that I have. A simple, regular, livable wage is not enough, bro. You're not paying these people. You're trying to slave these people, gang. Motherfucker need to take your ass up to the I forgot what it's called. You need to go to the damn whatever the government agency that's called for employee rights and shit. Yeah, you tweaking, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. You tweaking. There it is, nigga. Shit, you paying your cameraman less. This nigga working every day, all day. You paying him. I pay my clippers more than that, nigga.
Get a general idea, but when you live in LA, regular payments that you have, whether it's rent, car, insurance, just the basic things, and food, if the money was to come in, it would come right out.
Now, exactly. I do think it's DDG's responsibility to build some sort of environment that will make for a happy and healthy working relationship between his cameraman and whatever other employees.
I'm gonna say this before I hit play. If I'm a regular nigga that living in LA, I will work a double shift at Target 4 days a week before and get paid $6,000 a month. Do you know how much money you can make a month if you have 2 jobs? If you go work at Target from 9 to 5, then you get off and work at UPS from 7 to 12. You working 12 hours anyway with this nigga. I might as well go work a regular job, gang. A regular ass job. I can make more money than that. In LA, easy. Sell some clothes on the side and maybe a little bit of weed. You feel me? Like, you feel me? Stream a little. I can make $100 a month streaming, an hour a day or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And it'll add up to fucking $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 more than you paying these niggas. Cause you're not about to tell me this don't look like somebody that's rich as fuck. It look like his apartment is decent. He got a nice little setup going on here. He don't look rich as hell to me. $7,000 is more than enough in LA to pay your rent, pay your car, and have a little bit left over.
Car, insurance, just the basic things, and food.
Of environment that will make for a happy and healthy working relationship between his cameraman and whatever other employees that he does have on his payroll. Ultimately, nobody likes to do a bunch of turnover at their place of employment, and the idea of bringing in somebody new and training them every 6 months almost sounds nerve-wracking. But that's exactly what he did with this cameraman, Ed, and then also another cameraman, Johnny, who we'll get to in 2 seconds. But the concept of him not paying enough for the lifestyle that Johnny would live is not the fault of DDG's. Ultimately, a job pays what it pays, and while you would love increases, while I would love people to be getting paid a livable wage, not saying that DDG wasn't paying him a livable wage, but ultimately, if you have a $20,000 lifestyle and the job only pays $3,000, then hey man, that's kinda on you. And I think DDG was even fair in his responses. He went down this rabbit hole about how he gave incentives and opportunities for there to be more money made.
The amount of money I was paying Ed was not life-changing, regular money, but there was incentives. It's been times where I've told, hey bro, let's do Snapchat, let's do this, let's do boom. Me and Ed, and it's not happening no more. Me and Ed had a clothing line coming out. Just because I ain't paying a nigga crazy to hold a camera, it does not mean that I'm trying to like keep a nigga under. I always try to find ways to help a motherfucker make more money. But why I don't want you to find ways to make me money. I want you to pay me more. I want you to pay me. I want you to pay me. I don't want to start a fucking clothing brand. I don't want to do Snapchat. I want to hold the camera, and I want you to pay me a decent amount so I can take care of myself,
my girlfriend, my kids, my dog, whoever else is it. You feel me? I don't want you to do that. I don't need if I'm working for you, bro, I don't need you to be my friend. I don't need you to help me. I don't need you to give me fucking advice on girlfriends and life and what car I should buy. I don't need all that shit, bro. If I'm a cameraman, pay me, boy. Pay me. Stop being cheap, nigga. Pay me. I don't want no fucking incentives. I want you to pay me. What the fuck? Am I tripping? I want you to pay me, bro. I don't want no fucking incentives. I don't. I don't want incentives. I don't want no what ifs. I don't want no if we maybe kind of do this and we might be able. I'm gonna try to find a way to. Here, I got a way for you to. You ain't gotta look no damn more. You ain't gotta search. You ain't gotta hide. You ain't gotta look. You ain't gotta find. I got a way for me to earn more money. Pay me, nigga. What the fuck is wrong with this man?
Making more money, I want to make money as well. So I like to create businesses and different ventures and give people other.
What businesses you create, nigga? What? You ain't got no clothing line. You ain't selling shit on stream. What businesses?
Opportunities to make money in other places, not just holding a camera on stream.
Now, how the fuck am I supposed to make money other places holding the camera on stream if you calling me at 3 o'clock in the morning and telling me to pull up and you expect me to pull up? What are you talking? How am I supposed to do that? How you expect me to run a clothing line and I'm like, this is stupid. This is like disingenuous as hell.
There's some finesse in there, but I
It's a lot of
understand what DDG
finesse,
is
man.
saying.
Cap,
hey,
man.
well, let's create an opportunity for me to make another stream of income so
No.
that you can also get another stream of income.
No.
It's small business. He's an entrepreneur at
I don't wanna
to
do
a
that.
certain degree, so I get it. But based off the other cameraman Johnny's track record in history, it makes a lot.
Selling fucking false hope, nigga. Selling false hope. Hey, yeah, I'm gonna pay you $3,000-4,000 a month, but listen, bro, we can start at this. It's gonna be a lot of opportunities, bro. You were gonna travel the world, bro. We can start a clothing line. Where the fuck is that then? Where is that? Is there a contract that says, okay, give me a contract. Because if it's not on paper, if it's not on black and white, there's no guarantees. So sign a contract that says we're going to start a business and I'm going to make 50% of it. And we're going to start it by this date. And we're going to have this date. And we're going to do this and do that and do this. Because how we going to start? How the fuck? Explain to me how we're going to start a business if I work for you as a cameraman. How is that supposed to work? Because I guarantee, you're not paying me enough to start the fucking business on my own. So that means you're gonna fund the project, right? Which means you're gonna make most of the money, right? Which means you're gonna take your profit before you give me anything, right? Like who you like? Come on, gang. That shit sound good to a 5th grader, gang. I ain't gonna lie.
Sense as to why
That
these
was a
people
straight
left
up
DDG.
finesse.
If you got any questions about me, Johnny filmed for me for a year. If y'all do not know, y'all know Johnny, right? He filmed for me for a year. We had a great run, and he wanted to be like 1, 8, 10, 11, and 2.
How he filmed for you for a year if you just said you've been streaming since 2025 and it's 2026 and you had 3 cameramen? How the hell he filmed for you for a year? The math ain't adding up, bro. You said you only been streaming for a year. So how was he your cameraman for a year if you didn't have 3 cameramen already?
I'm a streamer. So then me and Johnny fell out. Luckily, 1 in 1 million. 1 in 1. This is 1 in 1 million out of all cameramen to become a millionaire after becoming a streamer. My bad for putting your money out there.
Johnny, aka Yearn Boy, BKA DDG's first cameraman, would leave DDG after becoming a part of his content to go on and become a successful streamer, if you ask me. He streams to about 2,300 people. But this is where the pattern starts to get involved. DDG hires a cameraman, the cameraman becomes a part of the content. They start building their own audience. People start to develop a relationship with the cameraman on camera, but behind the scenes, problems are.
The nigga ain't got no fucking $1 million. I don't know who he think he talking to. The nigga don't have no $1 million, bro. Yeah, like, cut it the fuck out, bro. This nigga, like, bro. Okay, whatever.
Are developing. The relationship ultimately ends up publicly, and then DDG goes on his path to finding a whole nother
I hope
camera.
he do.
And so
I
then
don't
we get
believe
into the bigger problem of it all. DDG is talking about and
I think he got a lot of
bolstering the
money,
fact
though.
that, working around him brings exposure, it brings connections, it brings these different opportunities, and those benefits are real, but ultimately down the line, it's gonna become more and more and more enticing for somebody to then take what they've built in lieu of the money and turn this into a career and become creators themselves. themselves. The job ultimately gives these people the tools to eventually leave the job. And so even though every cameraman leaves for different reasons, the same position keeps ending in the same exact way. And now people are naturally starting to question the system around it. And this matters because cameramen aren't just invisible employees, they're part of the content now.
It makes sense because we had it in the same band.
Okay, so let's try to improve our game.
Is my crack showing while I'm eating food?
How is that possible?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure. Can you take is showing or not? No, not with the camera. Just you. Bro!
In 2026, streaming is no longer this one-man army of a job. You can no longer film, edit, record, hold the backpack and the camera, script out the content, find the locations, all these things. You now need editors. You now need camera people. You now need thumbnail people, producers, managers, sponsor team. The creator may be the face, but the team is what's keeping the whole thing moving. And we all know that building content with more people helps make for a better content environment. So now these cameramen are becoming a part of storylines. They're becoming people who hold people accountable, who streamers and content creators are praising, who are being taken seriously in this space, not just because they help get the videos and clips out to the public, but because they are also a part of making the content better. This also means that audiences are becoming more and more attached to them. A long-term cameraman is going to learn the creator's personality, their filming style, their daily schedule, what their good side is, what their bad side is, their friends, their family, when to speak during the stream, when not to speak during the stream, what moments are worth capturing, and so much more. But more importantly, what the audience finds to be entertaining. That level of knowledge cannot be replaced instantaneously. And this is why stability is so...
That's why you take care of your people. That's why you take care of your cameraman. That's why you take care of him, because then you're going to be stressed out. Now you talking about something, you stressed out. You can't find another cameraman. All these cameraman ass. Now you firing this dude and firing that dude because he ain't, what you call it, he ain't doing it right. He ain't got the right angles. Okay, well, you should have took care of the first nigga that was doing everything right then.
So important. When a creator keeps the same team, you're not just seeing growth in the creator, you're also seeing growth in the whole production and shebang bang in and of itself. And that's largely due to them being around and just learning for a long time. And this is what DDG is losing every time he has to get rid of a cameraman in this game. He has to rebuild chemistry. This has to be a person that needs to learn his new style. An audience must become familiar with this new person. Old relationships and inside jokes become dead. New ones have to be built. Another disagreement will ultimately become some sort of public drama. And then future applicants may have a bunch of different questions and not understanding the lengths that this person must take in order to get to doing this job properly. And this is why I look so closely at DDG's tryouts of these new cameramen. As somebody who's worked behind the scenes in content creation for a long time since the early AMP days, I understand the complexities of bringing somebody in, hiring somebody new, getting them acclimated to the system. DDG's tryouts are proving that there is no shortage in people that are willing to film. Hell, everybody thinks that they can pick up a camera and just hold it. But the dramatic...
Just like everybody think they could just turn a video on, do a reaction video, and make $1 million. It ain't that simple, gang. It ain't that simple. I can make any job sound simple. Hey, yeah, you're a quarterback. All you gotta do is step back and throw the ball to the nigga you see open. I can make any job sound simple, bro. Yeah, you're a brain surgeon. Just cut his heart open and stitch it up. You good. That's all you gotta do, bro. It's an easy job. I can make any barber. Yeah, just make his line up straight, make his fade even, and you make him out. You can make any job sound easy, but if it's till you're in the position where you're doing the job, you can't claim to say that it's easy because you ain't never been. Have you been a cameraman before? I have. And I can tell you right now, it ain't that easy, nigga. That just is what it is, though.
Hiring process does not mean any guarantees of chemistry, trust, or loyalty. The real challenge begins when the tryouts end. Hell, even today, hiring new people is such a daunting and arduous task. Sometimes you even want to put up with the nonsense of a current employee just so that you can get to the next day. DDG's latest losing of a cameraman started as this big public disagreement, but once we look at Ed, Johnny, and the people who came after them, it becomes a much bigger problem and a much bigger conversation. And while every person may have a different reason as to why why they left. Some started new careers. Some became tired of the job. Some may not have agreed with DDG about the pay or the expectations. Ultimately, the result is the same. DDG loses someone who became part of the content, and it starts over and over and over again with another search for another replacement. And while the cameraman tryouts may help him find the most talented application, talent isn't the only problem. It's the chemistry, it's the trust, it's the loyalty. Hell, it's how to keep them in the long run. Now, I'm not saying that I have the answer for this. I'm not saying that this video is the end all be all. I think that this is an
Let me tell you like this, bro. If you have to keep hiring people, that means the job sucks. Point blank, period. A correctional officer at a prison, they always hiring new people quit. They hiring new people quit. Any factory job, they always hiring new people and them people quit, and they hire new people and them people quit, and that means the job is ass. If you go through 3 people in 300 days, you said you were streaming for a year. It's 2026. So I'll give you a year and a half. If you go through 3 people and all of them is saying that this is some bullshit, they all saying that. The only reason Johnny's still even kicking it around you and shit, because he getting money now. It just so happened to work for him. But all your cameraman pretty much quit to stop fucking with you because you wasn't paying them enough. That means you're not paying them enough, gang. Obviously. And don't none of them niggas look like they was living $100,000 a month lifestyle, but they got a job that pay $4,000. Like, that ain't not even a kind of what they look like, gang. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, come on, bro. Just keep it real, nigga. Put your hands in your pocket. Stop buying niggas Steak 48. Stop buying niggas first class flights. If that's what you're doing, I doubt it. Stop fucking getting niggas Waldorf Astoria hotels and shit. Stop acting like that's a perk. Stop acting like that's something that he should hold his hat over. Stop bragging about they get to meet new people. No, the fuck they don't. Nobody gives a damn about DDG's cameraman. Nobody cares. Like, you know, you're not about to convince me that you walk in the room with Casanat, Speed, and fucking and I don't even know who's another big streamer, and Black Boy Max. That you're not about to tell me that the cameraman has opportunity to become a millionaire too because he's in this room. It's not happening, bro. You yourself said Johnny is a one in them. Let's say he do got $1 million, which do I think he got $1 million? I don't know. I don't think so. But honestly, a lot of motherfuckers don't think I got millions. So shit, who am I to say? But you said yourself he a 1 in a million. So, like, what the fuck are we talking about? Stop bragging about that shit. Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. On no job description does it say you get to meet cool people, so I pay you a little bit less because you have opportunity and you get to meet new people and travel the world. Bitch, I don't care. I'm trying to pay bills. The fuck are you talking about?
Extremely, and I do mean extremely tough job. Cameramen, and for what it's worth, behind the scenes people kind of have to have no lives. Their lives are circling around the content creator. But that doesn't mean that it can't be rewarding, and that doesn't mean that it's not super important for a creator to establish this relationship. Good luck to you, my brother. Wouldn't want to be in your shoes. My cameraman is a tripod.
I want to watch some this one. Let me see. I want to see if he got more clips in here. All right, let's see. Let's see what he's talking about.
Who is terrible because his
take on
this agenda that DDG doesn't pay his people well needs to stop. His previous cameraman were seeing 100K plus per year, 5 figures minimum per month, base salary, additional earnings from running his Snapchat, and doesn't include the added benefit of working with him and having access to his network. What the fuck is IF? You know how to leverage yourself and build valuable relationships. Who is tweeting this?
My biggest take on cameramen when they say they're not getting paid enough is, if that's the job and that's what you agreed on with the pay.
Let me tell you something, gang. 3 people are not quitting a 100+ job. It's not happening. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. There is not 3 people on this. The 3 cameramen that you showed me, you are not about to convince me you were paying them $100,000 plus a year, plus all these other shit, and they quit. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't believe you, and I don't believe you. People don't quit $100,000 a year jobs. It doesn't happen. People don't quit 6-figure jobs. Lawyers are usually lawyers for 30 fucking years. Doctors are usually doctors for 25, 30 years. Actors are usually actors for 25, 30 years. People who make 6 figures usually keep doing the thing that makes them 6 figures. So you're not about to tell me that 3 people quit in 365 days. 3 people quit and they was all making 100,000. Cut the cap, nigga.
And you need more money, like it's being said. You have a lot of opportunities to make more money.
So why you quit?
So whether it was the clip of us reacting to Tylil's cameraman was saying make content. You could make your content and still make money. You can.
So why you quit?
Create a clothing brand.
So why you quit?
You have a lot of connections. I think the connections that you get from the job.
You don't get no fucking connections, bro. Stop the cap. Y'all are over saucing this. You don't get connections from being a cameraman. You don't. It's cap, it's lies, and y'all are over saucing this shit. I do not believe you. I don't believe you. There's nothing you gonna do to make me believe you, nigga. Sorry. What connections do you get from being a cameraman? If that's the case, why you not a lit streamer then, nigga? Why you ain't making 300, 400, 5,000 a month, nigga? You don't get no damn connections from being a fucking cameraman. And if you do, what do they amount to? What, Casanet gonna put your shirt on because you DDG's cameraman, nigga? When he got 500 million people paying him millions of dollars, Playboy Mag's gonna put your shirt on of all people that's trying to pay him to put the shirt on because you DDG's cameraman? No, it's not happening. No! And I'm just a real nigga. I know how shit works. This don't happen in real life, because if that was the case, you niggas wouldn't have quit.
More than the money being made. I think connections in the long run make you the money that you want to make.
The connection is only there for you because you are DDG's cameraman. Once you stop being his cameraman, the connection goes away. What are we talking about?
Any position, wherever you are, connections matter way more.
This shit is like crazy.
And from there, okay, cool. I'm getting paid. Me personally, I'm getting paid whatever I'm getting paid. If I want more money in life, I will go find the time to go make more money.
How the fuck you gonna find more, bro?
Regular job, whether it's McDonald's or whatever corporate job you have, if you want to make more money and you want it that bad, wake up earlier, focus on the business.
The McDonald's and wherever other job doesn't expect you to get your ass out your bed at 3 o'clock in the morning. McDonald's has a fucking schedule. McDonald's says come here at 9, leave at 5. McDonald's don't tell you, I don't know how long you gonna work today, nigga. Clock in, and when I tell you you're done, you're done. Yeah, hey, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Get up, nigga, I need you. McDonald's don't do that. McDonald's give you a schedule a whole week ahead of time to give you the courtesy to be like, okay, I'm gonna take my kid to school this day. I'm gonna work on the business at this time because I gotta go to work at this time. I'm gonna leave at this time. Like, these niggas ain't doing that. You're not about to tell me they is. It's clear. The nigga out his own teeth said that you have to get your ass up out of your bed at 3 o'clock in the morning if he call you.
Go to sleep later, focus on the business. That business gets to the point where it's making you a lot more money, then that's when you start deciding, do I leave something that's been comfortably giving me money for X amount of time and take that leap of faith on this business that I've been growing on the side? And that's where next stage of life comes. But that's my take on what was just being said.
So he gives a fair take to the DDG situation here, saying that, like, listen, if you have a problem with the pay and you're already doing the job, you're not getting blindsided by the pay. You know what the pay is before you take the job.
That is very true. That's very true. But what you don't know is how demanding the job is going to be. You don't know that until you start the job. So if I go work at McDonald's and they say they're going to pay me $12 an hour, and then I get to McDonald's and they're working me like a damn dog, and I don't feel like it's worth $12 an hour, I'm going to leave the job. Y'all keep talking about shit that nobody said. Who the fuck said? Who came on the internet and said that, yeah, DDG or any other streamer said he was going to pay me $20,000 a month. Then I started working with him and he paid me $2,000. Nobody said that. And this is cap. This shit tweet is cap. This ain't even him talking. This another nigga on some fan page or some shit. What the hell?
Figure out another way, or if you need more money, then figure out something on the side. Now, this is where I start to kind of look at it like, look, if your job is to be DDG's main camera guy, right? Like,
you don't have time.
Wiz Khalifa, right? Wiz Khalifa, he had the day-to-day vlogs. He was a pioneer in that space. He had a guy following him around with a camera for vlogs.
Right.
That guy And this is pre-recorded stuff, mind you. We're not talking about live streaming, which is a lot more hours that need to be recorded, but footage needs to be cut. At least with the camera operator for live streamers, you don't have to cut footage and edit footage. That's what these guys had to do. But these guys, and like I also said, D-Rock, the guy for Gary Vee, you don't have time to do something like that. And the job should, quote unquote, should, especially if it's a real job, not just some intern stuff like a personal assistant or something like that in the city that you're with the person, they shouldn't have to constantly be thinking, what can I do on the side? There are certain careers, like or jobs, like he's saying, oh, if somebody's working at, I don't know, like a burger joint or something, that they will have to be thinking about other ways to make money on the side. But those jobs aren't advertised or even seen by most people as something that you would spend a long time at. They're like starter or entry jobs, but that's not what DDG's looking for. So he is being quite cordial. And yeah, if you have to become an entrepreneur while you're, which is already very, very difficult, while you're doing a camera operator job, then you're better off just doing the camera or not doing the camera operator job and becoming an entrepreneur in that regard. And you have stability where you're staying in one place. You have more time to do that. Now you're getting less money because you're with the camera operator, but you probably don't have crazy expenses that you need to cover in a family. Otherwise, you wouldn't be applying for a job like this. So that's where I disagree with this Ed guy a little bit. And like what ended up with him, he just ended up doing content himself now, which is not safe the way that he's describing, like have something that's consistent. And DDG would blame this guy for being in the situation that he's in right now, where he desperately needs a new cameraman.
Now, when y'all say 3K, the only one thing I have to say, bro, the main reason why I'm going through what I'm going through with this cameraman is because of my last cameraman. Not the guy I just fired, Ed. Let's be real. Ed quit. If Ed would have never quit, I would have still been using Ed. You feel me? And I wouldn't have to do all this extra. What's blowing me is, and Ed, I know you're going to see this clip. Bro, on some work. No, never again. Never, ever, 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 ever again. That don't mean I don't fuck with you, but it's like, I would never let you film for me again. Ever. And I've been seeing Ed do these goddamn streams every goddamn day, doing cameraman podcasts, doing reactions to everything I say, do. I'm like, bro, come on, bro. That shit blowing me.
Why?
It's like, this. You only hit my phone and be like, hey, bro, like this and that, blah, blah. He hit my phone to judge the cameraman tryouts. Why the make this make sense? Why would you judge some cameraman tryouts and you the reason why I'm doing this? That don't make no sense.
Bro, the shit you're saying don't make no sense, gang. I'm not, this is the like, listen, gang, I don't know if, like, bro, what the fuck are you talking, what is he talking about? Am I tripping? What is he talking? Yeah, really, tell me, because sometimes, niggas, everybody be tweaking sometimes. Tell me if I'm tweaking right now. Y'all think I'm tweaking? I don't think I'm tweaking. I think Short D nigga ass is crazy as hell. What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
It just blew me, bro. Like, that blew me with Ed, bro. I'm like, man, that's crazy. Because all this shit is going on just because he wanted to quit.
So DDG does
all this shit is going on because you weren't paying him enough, so that made him quit. What the hell? You see how there's no accountability at all. If you were paying him enough, he wouldn't have fucking quit. That's why I know that 100,000 ass bullshit tweet that came out, that's cap. Because if it wasn't cap, this guy right here would have been came on here and said, and all the rumors, everything that's blowing him would have been over with already. If a motherfucker come on here and say that I underpay him, and then I get on here and say how he getting 6 figures a year, what are you talking about? That shuts up all the noise. There's nothing nobody else can say. That's top 10% of the country. There's nothing nobody else can say if I'm paying a cameraman 6 figures a year. You ain't said that because you ain't paying him no fucking 6 figures a year, bro. Because if you paying him 6 figures a year, he don't need no incentives. He don't need to start no business and all this bullshit you're talking about because he's good. Folks straight. He got a Benz, a pretty bitch, and a high-rise apartment. He Gucci. 100 racks a year is like what is $8,333 or something like that. and 33 cents? That's a lot of money. Again, that's enough to pay $4,000 in rent. That's a nice high-rise apartment. Even if you go to LA, nigga, $5,000 in rent is a nice high-rise apartment. Okay, you got what, $3,000 left over. So now you got enough money. Let's say you got $4,000 left over. You got enough money to pay $1,000 a month, nigga. $1,000 a month for a car is a nice ass car, a nice new luxury car. Benz, BMW, Lexus, Audi, Range Rover. Like, okay, you got a nice car. You get you some insurance, and then you still got $3,000 left over to take your bitch to Aruba if you want to. Take her to Roof Chris, $300. That ain't shit. You got money left, and by the time you get done spending it, nigga, you made some more. So you ain't paying him no six figures, bro. Stop that shit.
So DDG is looking at this professionally, right? So he's saying that he doesn't have a personal problem with this guy because one of the requirements that DDG has is he's got to vibe with you. He's got to be able to catch a vibe with you and kick it with you off stream on some friend stuff. And you got to be able to do your job. But if you're somebody that's going to kick it with DDG, you're probably about your paper. And if you're about your paper, you are not going to stay in a cameraman job for very long. So this guy did exactly what DDG would do. And what DDG's friends would do. And when he's saying, oh man, you wanted to judge the cameraman competition. So DDG, and this is where I find there to be a level of, I don't know if it's hypocrisy, but I will say it's a misalignment, for lack of a better word. Because DDG now wants a cameraman that does not want to be a content creator and does not want to be a streamer.
But he don't want to pay him though. So that shit is out the window. What the fuck you gonna tell me what I can do with my time and my shit if you ain't paying me enough to even make me? If you was paying me enough, I don't give a fuck about being a content creator, bro. What the fuck? You think the lawyer or the doctor or the nurse, the travel nurse that's making $100,000 a year, you think she gonna quit her travel nurse job to be a fucking content creator? If she do, she's stupid. Hell no. Shit, I'm sitting up here good in my little Benz. You know
he has these new requirements.
I realized after my last cameraman, I need someone that is fit. Because there was a lot of clips missed because this person couldn't keep up with me.
I agree with
that. So I need somebody that is athletic. You feel me?
And I heard that shit you were saying online. What I say? I heard that shit you were saying online.
He not running with them niggas.
It's your first.
That boy ain't running with them niggas. You know damn well he running when you hire this big ass.
So on top of being somebody that needs to be fit, which is understandable, like the guy that he was with was very, very overweight, and he wants them not to be a content creator, which is understandable. But now you have the problem where you are creating a content-related event, which is his 24-hour stream that he's doing, finding a new cameraman, and a lot of people were trying to clown DDG and say, "Oh, you're not paying enough." He said that, and in this, he said the base pay would be $5,000 a month. $5,000 a month, that's $60K a year. You're not getting $60K a year for most jobs. You're just not. And then when people say, oh man, well,
So simple math can show you that if I work full time in Los Angeles, if I work full time at Target, I'm making $45,000 a year. If I work part time, which is only 4 hours at Costco, I can make another 20. That's $65,000 right there. And I don't have to travel. I can eat whenever I want to. I don't have to have a car. I don't have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning if my boss calls me. I have a schedule. And I have plenty of time to do whatever else I want to do for the rest of the day. Yeah, I have to work 12-hour days, but I have to work 12-hour days being a fucking cameraman too. The shit y'all be saying is just cap, and then y'all call me a hater because I get on Google and show y'all the proof. Like, we can do this all day, bro. We can do this all day. And then if you say, oh, well, he's not working 12-hour days. Yeah, but he has to get on a plane. He has to travel. He has to come to a hotel. You're supposed to get paid for that too. When somebody travels on a company's dime, they're supposed to get paid. They're supposed to get something called per diem. What the fuck? And then I come to Twitch and I go to your Twitch and you was live 2 days ago. Okay, great. This nigga was live for 26 fucking hours. Let's see when they went to sleep. They went to sleep at about 12 hours. Nigga. Let's see when the camera went down. The camera got touched down at 11 hours. So again, 11-hour day. If I do that at a regular job that I don't have to travel for, I don't have to be in the sun for, I don't have to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning for, I can make $60,000 in LA working at Costco part-time and working at fucking Target full-time. What the fuck? Let me show you something, gang. How much can I make a year doing DoorDash delivery 8 hours per day in Los Angeles? That's 60 fucking K right there. What are we talking about, man? Y'all niggas just be saying shit. Come on, gang. Annual gross, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year, 59K. 5 days a week, 52 weeks, 42K. Boy, you niggas be crazy as hell.
You know, I'm doing this job. Yeah, you've had years of experience, or you had to go through a bunch of school, or you had to pay a bunch of money to go through.
You don't need money to make $60,000. It's 2026. You don't need that much money to do that shit in LA, bro. You don't. LA pay is higher than everywhere else because the expenses is higher than everywhere else.
The schooling to get said job. So that's a solid pay.
I'm tired of talking about this shit. I'm talking shit for an hour,
getting 12 people, and he had to kick off a couple of people because they behaved in a way where they promoted the event, which was supposed to be private, or they weren't supposed to leak it, or they raised their hand when he asked if they wanted to become content creators and join his like Capaholics group, which is dead.
You know, if I give you, you know how events work, right? So if I give you 10 bands, right, for winning, when I give you 10 bands, that means you're gonna be streaming me for 2 months. You know that, right? So I don't want no laziness. I ain't getting no money. I just gave you 10. You know what I mean? So that's what it's gonna be. So we agreeing on that.
I'm gonna give you $10,000 to stream for 2 months.
2 months of filming. Deal?
Yes, sir.
I like that. Yes, sir. All right. Let me get y'all ages. Okay? Let me get y'all ages down the line real quick.
But you're hosting an event where people have to be content for you. So DDG is treating this like, hey, I should make a content event out of hiring a cameraman. And he's having the chat judge, which I get.
And then you got the niggas with ski mask on.
This is the thing. The chat doesn't know what good camera work is. They just identify when it's bad camera work. There's like good camera work is silent. They're not like, damn, this camera work is great. Especially the hive mind of the chat.
Don't know the back of their ass from their pinky toe, man. Come on,
people are children. Most of the people watching DDG, they know bad camera work because that's when the content sucks. And they're like, yo, what the hell? We're missing out on something. The audio's not matching the visual. However, with good camera work, they can't tell. So when you ask them to judge what's good, they don't really know. And DDG's not really the one watching either because he's being filmed. So that's difficult. But you have an event for this. You have people show up, wear masks. The type of person that's going to do that is willing enough to get in front of the camera to be not only interviewed, but to have to go through all of the... This is a problem that Adam22 has run into because you see how lucrative it can be to be in front of the camera, especially after the success of Johnny. doing. Incentives such as
clothing line coming out.
And willing to stay there. They need consistent work because a couple of people that were, and I watched.
These motherfuckers is ridiculous as hell, bro. Told cameraman to make content. He goes and makes content and quits working for you, and DDG starts complaining. $5K a month for 24/7 access. That isn't good pay and shows you haven't been in the work world. That is literally robbery. That's what I'm tired of the video. He's robbing these people. I've heard the cameraman was on call. Do y'all understand the premium that's supposed to be paid for that access? Your whole life revolves around the job 24/7 when you work on call. $5K a month for a videographer is robbery. Production always pays for travel and expenses. That is not a perk. I'm glad some people fucking get it. Now let's just go to Google for my last hoorah of this video. Got good minutes on this video though, a good hour. Is it fair for a streamer, oh no, for a cameraman? Let's put personal cameraman. No, nigga. Personal cameraman to get paid $5K per month. Okay, let's move this out the way, make sure. $5K per month. Who has 24/7 access to his boss. Simple. This is Google, bro. This is Google. This is just Google. I'm not making this up. If 24/7 access means the boss expects immediate text replies or midnight shoots without overtime, which is literally exactly what he said, this rate is vastly underpaid and likely violates labor laws. Didn't I say that earlier? That nigga is violating labor laws, gang. I ain't gonna lie. However, if it simply means a highly flexible on-call lifestyle with low actual shooting hours, which there's nothing low hours about this nigga. There's not a damn thing low. There's 24 hours, 7 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 25 hours, 8 hours. This 8-hour stream, well, his desktop stream though, so we ain't gonna count that. It's gonna be a fair. We're gonna keep it fair. Let's keep the file. Okay, this desktop. Let's go. Keep going back. Let's go. Yeah, let's go to all videos. Let's see. This is 8 months ago and shit. Let's look at it pretty recently though. This is 26 hours. We can do this recent enough. 12 days ago they had 24 hours, gang. Okay. The stream started at about 6 minutes, 7 minutes. Okay. 7 minutes. They streamed until they put the camera down at about 10 hours. So that's already 10 hours. So they had a cameraman, right? And they put the camera down. And I guess they went to sleep. I guess they sleeping. What the fuck is going on here? Then he got up. About 10 hours, he got up. He got a good night rest, about 7, 8 hours. Woke back up, right? Woke back up. While he's sleeping on a boat, by the way. Woke back up and worked from 18 until the end of the night. So that's another 6, 7 hours. So in a 24-hour span, he worked 17 hours. I don't even think that shit's legal. Is it legal to for a employer to work someone 17 hours out of 24? It is generally legal for an adult employee to work 17 hours out of 24 provided they are fully paid for all hours worked. Overtime. The non-exempt workers must receive overtime pay, which is 1.5 times their normal fee for all hours worked past 40 in a single work week. I guarantee you he's not doing that. So that's what I'm saying. This shit is a scam. He's robbing these people. Y'all niggas delusional. Stop being slaves to these people. Go get your ass a job. Some of y'all niggas just need to realize you need to go get a fucking job. Go get a job, stack your paper, start your business, nigga. Get rich, nigga. It's really simple, nigga.